Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is me, Duke CT, and I stopped editing my latest review, Shadow Raiders, to give you this quick little look at Money in the Bank and the whole aftermath, what have you. The Money in the Bank aftermath, if you look up there, the title. I have to say there are things I liked. First off, the SmackDown Money in the Bank I really enjoyed. I thought that was the match of the night. The John Cena versus Mark Henry, I really enjoyed. I think John Cena and Mark Henry had some really good chemistry with each other, and surprisingly, both guys actually pulled off a very good match, entertaining match. The Raw Money in the Bank was okay, not in the same standard of the SmackDown Money in the Bank, but it was still good. You know, not great. It was average to good. Everything else in the card, though, sucked. I'm sorry, it sucked. Let's be honest, you had Brad Maddox on that card. After the SmackDown Money in the Bank, that really pissed me off, and honestly took the life out of the show. Then you had Miz versus Curtis Axel, which really sucked, and took the life of the crowd even more. Then you had AJ Lee versus Caitlyn. Then honestly, I don't care about Caitlyn. I don't care about AJ Lee, because both of these divas they might have some chemistry, but to me, the psychology of the match was so wrong. I think Fool Killer said this on Twitter, and I agree with him completely, is that the psychology of the match was wrong, because these two, and I'm paraphrasing, I think these two divas should be just killing each other. That is that raw emotion. And I really feel that match needed a stipulation, needed a gimmick, needed something that Taryn Terrell and Gail Kim had at Slammiversary. Last knockout standing, our last woman standing match, our no DQ match, a street fight, I quit match, a last person, that sort of thing. It needed something to really be hardcore. Our Falls Count Anywhere match, that should have been interesting. I really think that match needed something to get on. I truly think that would have really gotten over better with the crowd. Instead, we just get a really standard wrestling match, which honestly, I was bored. I was bored doing them. I was looking on Twitter. I was doing this, that, and the other. AJ has a good finisher, but that's it. That's it. I don't care about her. I truly don't. The Divas title, and Caitlyn, I'm sorry, I just don't care about her at all. I know some people might not like it. I know some other YouTubers that may not like it. I know Delaxman loves this feud and loves AJ Lee and loves Caitlyn. In fact, I think he likes Curtis Axel too. But you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna disagree with you, man. It just seems that to me, they honestly have. It's the way the WWE's books them. I don't get it. And also, Ryback. By the way, Ryback just beaten Chris Jericho to end his pay-per-view losing streak. Not by dominating victory, no, by a roll-up. Bravo, WWE. Bravo. You just made your monster look completely, utterly incompetent. Not incompetent, but just look not only incompetent, but completely and utterly pussified, and just another bland, generic Phil who just, he's not anyone special. I know he wasn't lighting the world on fire for most people in the IWC or YWC, but Ryback had something with the crowd. In fact, I was a bit of a fan of his. Like I said, I still like Ryback writing the whole. Even though I felt like his push was way too soon, I think he actually had some really good stuff. I think he's a really good wrestler. But the problem is, they just had him bitched out to the Shield. They have him bitched out to Mark Henry, and you have him bitched out to John Cena. I'm just amazed how badly the WWE just booked these guys. It's amazing how they put someone who was in the main event last year and just took him down to this sad level. It's sad. It really is sad. And speaking of sad, is that Ziggler Del Rio finished. And both of those guys had some good chemistry. It was a lot better than matchup Payback. I really enjoyed it. And then you have AJ Lee skipping around, basically trolling everyone. And then AJ Lee costs her man the match after Del Rio. Let me paint the scene for you, people. Del Rio had just kicked Ziggler in the head. Looked like it was over. And 1, 2, 3. He looked like he was going to win, but nope, he kicks out at 2. Then Del Rio takes his knee brace off, and he was going to kick him with that hard knee brace. I think that raises his attack by 5 points or whatever. But before that happened, Dolph Ziggler picks up his leg, countering it. But then AJ Lee comes into the ring and hits him with the Divas title belt. Why? To protect her man, even though he doesn't need to be protected. So yeah, stupid finish. Crowd yells, "You screwed Ziggler." No one really cares, but you know what? I don't care about. But then again, I'm gonna say this: Ziggler hasn't won a match of importance since tables, ladders, and chairs last year. Every other match he's been losing. The only time he actually won one, and again, won a truly important match. I mean, his World Championship match, he started off losing to everybody again. I mean, the dude is a perennial jobber to the stars. I mean, as much as I like Ziggler, dude can't win a match to save his life. He's like in that Ryback category, but at least he looks good doing at least he looks good losing. That's another thing. But anyway. What else? The John Cena versus Mark Henry match. Again, I said it earlier. I enjoyed that match. And, the only thing I really have flaws with it was like the John Cena. So, like, dude gets suplex on steel steps and then gets a 2 count. I know it's Super Cena, but he doesn't show any of the effects. I'm sorry. He just walks it off. That bothers me. That really bothers me. It's just like, dude, you just got suplexed on steel guardrail, on the steel steps, man. And you have no ill effects. I'm sorry, that just breaks the immersion on me. It just brings it like, yep, this is completely fake. I know this, like, how you get your second wind. I can believe that. But come on, I mean, at least sell the injuries. At least have your hands on your ribs like this. Just breathe it hard or what have you. Just like breathe hard or what have you. That sort of thing. I think that would have made the match a little bit better. But as it stands, it's still a pretty good match. But then we got the main event. Oh, the main event. I know a lot of people are going to be bitching about this. As we have a return of Rob Van Dam and Christian, Sheamus, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and the best in the world, CM Punk, going out for the chance to win the Raw or WWE Money in the Bank. And this was actually an okay match. Not as good as the SmackDown one, which is always odd. It seems like SmackDown or the World Heavyweight Championship match always seems to do better. It's always a weird thing to me. But anyway, this was a pretty interesting match. RVD did some good spots. Personally, I really like the CM Punk squashing Sheamus stuff. I really like that. That was really fun. And the CM Punk's taking a bow. That was interesting. And let's see what else that happened. Oh yeah, Curtis Axel came out and took down Daniel Bryan after Daniel Bryan cleared house and it looked like he was going to win. The crowd was so excited. They were excited. And then Curtis Axel come out. I know it's not low stereotypicals, but hey, And now they're excited. And then Curtis Axel comes out. And dude, when he came out for his match, there was a huge pop, but it was for Heyman, and then the dude just has no one. No one cares about Curtis Axel. Nobody likes you, except for the Lax Man. Yeah. But anyway, he comes out, takes out Daniel Bryan with his bam type finisher. I don't know what he's doing, trying to rip out Dean Ambrose, but it's not as cool as Dean Ambrose. Then you have CM Punk take him out with the GTS, and then you have Heyman reading him the riot act, which I think he was knocked out. Dude was knocked out, so I don't think he heard him. I think he was sleeping. Curtis Axel was sleeping. And then as CM Punk was looking like he was going to win the Money in the Bank for a third time. Guess what? Payment screws him as he hits him not once, not twice, but 3 times. And with the ladder, knocks him off. And screwing him his chance to be WWE Champion. And then it looks like RVD was going to win, but then Randy Orton hits a nice RKO from out of nowhere. Shocker. And get ready for this, people. Randy Orton wins the Money in the Bank. Now, some would say that Daniel Bryan didn't need to win the Money in the Bank. But hey, he's over without it. He can come back this strong. But you know who attacked him? Curtis Axel, the Intercontinental Champion. I have a distinct feeling that they're going to actually start pushing that and have Curtis Axel face Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship, which is a complete another downgrade, which is completely BS. But I could be wrong. And then we have WWE Money in the Bank winner Randy Orton, and he's going to be taking on John Cena. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy John Cena versus Randy Orton 5052. I'm sure if your first time you watch it, it'd be great for you, but we all know what's going to happen. So, yeah. Randy Orton, guy has 2 strikes, got a WWE Championship. He's basically the number 1 contender for the entire year. Bravo, WWE. Bravo. But hey, at least Damian Sandow looks like to be the world champion soon. And that puts a smile on my face. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Duke CT here. Peace and love. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going back to the grind editing, and I'm hopefully will have the episode up tonight or tomorrow. So, see y'all when I see y'all later.